Hello, self. I see you. Still wondering what we could have been. Tired of the repetitive cycle of life. You think I forgot all the dreams we had? But now, there's never enough time and money. But I think it's time we change that.
You see, in the beginning, all the ideas seem to be jumbled inside your head. Ang daming setups, wala pang niche, you feel lost in the knowledge. In Trading Republic, you'll be around people who will help you fit all the pieces. O kahit kakwentuhan lang, kasama mo mag-rock at kasama mo sa pag-angat. Mahaba ang tatahakin mo, pero hindi kailangan mag-isa ka dito. Until eventually, around the right community, mahanap mo rin kung ano ba talaga ang para sa'yo.
Ayun. And we are live, guys. Good evening. Hi there. And if ngayon lang tayo nagkita, I'm Nix and I'll be your host for tonight. And I'm also with Boss Z. And we'll be hosting this Cryptonite session together. So it's been a while, no, since nagkaroon tayo ng last Cryptonite session. But this session is gonna be very special. Kasi, well, for one, with the markets recently, if hindi ka updated, don't worry, we'll keep you updated later. May charting session tayo. And we'll also be having a very special guest for tonight's session. Pero before that, since it's been a while since last tayo nag-Cryptonite, kamusta naman kayo, guys?
Tingnan niyo sa comments, oh. Tingnan niyo yung host natin, si Raf.
Yeah.
How are you, Raf? Let's go!
Yes. So, kamusta kayo, guys? If you're a builder sa Web3, if you're pursuing a career in Web3, if you're a trader, if nasa sidelines kayo, kamusta naman yung market para sa inyo? So, ikaw ba, boss? Kamusta yung market for you for the past weeks?
Well, for the past week, actually, mga 2 or 3 weeks ago, nagkaroon tayo ng bloodbath. So parang sobrang lala nung nangyari ng ganun kasi syempre as an investor, nakaposisyon ako eh. And well, okay lang din kasi nakabili ako ng maraming Solana, which I bought a lot of NFTs.
Wait, yeah. Yeah, ako naman like I've been personally like on a long-term position for crypto. So when it comes to trading, I'm currently trading the index market right now. Pero yeah, we're hodling and long-term wise, we're still there. Right?
Actually, ganun yung gusto ko eh. Parang dapat kasi talaga naka-diversify tayo. Meron tayo for trading. Meron din, like, I always tell people, di ba, like, mag-trade tayo, short-term gains, para meron din tayong pang long-term na, like, short-term gains, kunin mo yung ibang profits doon, lipat mo sa long-term para meron ka pang hodl na portfolio.
Yeah, exactly. And ayun, so if you guys have been out of touch from the market dahil medyo like it's not a bull run yet, pero we'll keep you guys updated later, especially with the updates sa Web3 industry in general and like happenings. Right? So yun, comment nyo lang and let's just converse later on. But ayun, without further ado, for tonight, we have a very interesting topic. It's one of the foundational topics actually in Web3 and in crypto in general. So tonight we're going to talk about crypto and Web3 education, and it's gonna be with one of our partners in this industry. And let us call on our guests for tonight, Cams and Vince from the Bitskwela team.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hi guys. Yeah, so do you guys want to share a little bit more about yourself and Bitskwela in general? If first time nila marinig yung Bitskwela, just to know more about you guys.
Ayan. Sige, Vince, magsimula ka. Ikaw na una.
Grabe yun, pinasa ka agad sa akin. But yeah, Bitskwela is an educational technology platform that focuses on bringing Web3 to everyone. So we're helping people own a piece of the internet. And by that, we mean that we're teaching people in how to start in their Web3 journey, whether be it crypto, NFTs, blockchain technology, we're the right place to go to.
Ayun.
Ayun. Thank you for explaining, Vince. Kaya kita ginawang Hi guys, I'm Cams. I'm the Chief Product and Tech Officer of Bitskwela naman. Na-explain na ni Vince yung what Bitskwela is, so okay na yun.
But yeah, so Bitskwela has been one of the builders then, especially like for the past year, they've been really emerging in the space and helping Filipinos with what they say na own a piece of the internet, right? So yeah, tonight they'll be joining us with one of our parang traditions na in Crypto Night. So we're going to look at the charts, of course, the ZFT way, and give them some of the technicals first before we proceed with the discussion.
Right,
So
sige.
Boss Z?
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen and then later, gusto ko rin malaman ano yung stories ninyo. Like, syempre, we all know what
Yeah.
Bitskwela is doing. But I've never heard about your personal stories. Parang, paano ba kayo nagsimula, right? Like,
Exactly.
yeah, that's what we're interested about. But anyways, here's my screen. I'm gonna share it. Hopefully, kita ba? Kita yung
Yeah.
charts ko eh. So, actually, I've covered this during the Monday market updates recently that I shared. And here, as you can see, people are saying, oy, bull market na, umabot na ng 30K. And so, this is actually one of the good things about crypto, sobrang volatile niya, anything can happen. We were thinking about the worst case scenario. Good thing hindi nangyari yung worst case scenario at it just really touched on this support over here. And then afterwards, ayun na, nakita na natin na nag-rally. And then instead of like mauntog dito, it nagpatuloy. Which is a really good sign because what happens is that pag itong Bitcoin na to kasi, kung asan siya gagalaw, it also kind of like affects the whole, crypto space. Nagte-trickle down kasi yung effect niya eh. So for example, Bitcoin does a 5%, right? Makikita mo yung ibang tokens dyan, lilipad ng mga 10, 20, minsan 30. Kung sobrang volatile ng token na yun, pwedeng umabot ng mga 40 to 50% move, di ba?
Yeah.
And so those are the things that really want to be paying attention to, especially now, diba? Like, I know we're all builders in the space, but how many of you know that it's so easy to build, especially when everything is optimistic, everyone's making money, right? And so that's what we want to be looking into. As one of our foundations here in ZFT, want to make sure that everybody understands what it means to look at chart or how do you read charts. So basic, currently nakikita natin na meron tayong rally dito na malakas. Just to make it, not sobrang haba na discussion, all MAs or moving averages are below the prices, which means sobrang bullish natin. But we still haven't broken from key levels, which is itong 31K. Pag nabasag yung 31K, we can expect a mini bull run to happen. But of course, if it were me, if it were up to me, I would rather have this consolidate for a while at these levels, just so that solid yung foundation natin before we go up and have a run up. So that's it for BTC. Do you guys want to? Baka may mga tanong kayo before I proceed, or baka mamaya may gusto kayong itanong like regarding other tokens. Let me know.
Yeah. So if ikaw boss, like if there's one thing that you would tell people na kunwari with the market condition right now, what would it be? Especially if they're looking to really build their foundations in the market.
Right. The market is to put money into the market. Like, to me, that's how it is eh. Kasi baka mamaya, usap lang tayo dito, pero wala namang kayong lalagay na pera. Then, sayang yung opportunity kasi nasa harap na natin eh, di ba? And so, I would
Yeah.
always say, even if it's just a little bit, like even if it's just 1,000 or 5,000, sobrang accessible nitong market na to and it's 24/7. So, go ahead, take that first step. Hindi mo kailangan ng sobrang laking capital. Siguro pag nakitaan mo na ng, let's say, ng potential, then yan, bombahan mo na ng capital. Especially if alam mo na kung ano yung ginagawa mo. So, that's also why we're here, because we want to educate people. We want to make sure that everybody knows what they're doing, or at least have a little grasp, a little introduction. Paano ba magsimula dyan? Yun.
Ayun. So, and I've heard as well from Cams na Vince is on the more technical side of things, especially with the market. So, ikaw Vince, like, how do you see the market now, and how, like, where do you stand with where we're going?
For me, I see the market going back to, I guess, the quote-unquote safe haven asset, which is Bitcoin in this case, since siya din yung first cryptocurrency. So right now, usually what happens with these cycles is, if Bitcoin, like what Z said, if Bitcoin moves 5%, usually yung mga alts, it's 10 or 20%. But napansin ko lately, when Bitcoin does these moves, usually siya yung nauuna. When Bitcoin does a 5%, at first, yung mga alts, mga 3% or 2% muna, medyo modest. They're waiting for the leader or the king, let's say, to make its move first. Then once established na yung up move, or once established na yung mga rallies, then the alts can move last or later. What I also noticed is this might be an effect of what happened last week. So sa mga nakakasunod sa crypto space, yung last week nangyari, nag-crackdown si SEC sa Binance, calling some certain altcoin securities. So may pagka-bearish sentiment pa rin tayo with some altcoins, whereas they didn't care to mention Bitcoin or Ethereum as being securities, or debating if they were securities. On the other hand, if nasusubaybayan nyo yung talks, last night nag-announce din si Fed Chair Powell that crypto is here to stay technically. So that might be bullish on Bitcoin and Ethereum for now, but we might see also alts follow its move, as with what happens with these types of cycles. Maybe we can also look at the Bitcoin dominance chart for reference now.
Kita ba?
Yeah.
This is the right chart, diba? BTC.D.
Yep, I believe so.
Okay.
That is. So parang nakikita dito na Bitcoin dominance is in a strong upward trend. So right now, Bitcoin is really dominating compared to the altcoins recently. So I guess that's where my bias lies currently. As long as the BTC D chart and Bitcoin USD chart aligns, then I'm sticking my convictions with Bitcoin for now before considering altcoins.
Ayun. So, if you guys have any questions about the markets, technical sides or fundamental sides, we can discuss it. So, drop it in the comments below and pag-usapan natin later. But
Sige.
yeah, anything else that you boss can add to the charts before we move on?
Right. So for me kasi, I'm just gonna be wanting to look at how this move goes. Like, I want to have some sort of consolidation or some sort of correction. After a strong move, usually magkakaroon ng consolidation yan eh. Pwede mag-breakout as consolidate, or consolidate muna and then breakout. But the next few weeks, especially next month, that's going to be really critical. How I look at this long term, you already know my thoughts. I'm really bullish, especially
Bullish.
at current markets. Dati nung sinasabi ko dito na bear market, yeah, like tanggap ko naman yan. But ngayon that these MEs are here,
Yeah.
I'm pretty bullish long term. The downside for me is just too little to ignore.
Ayun. So actually, this is a very interesting thing to talk about then, especially kunwari if our viewers are like are new in the market pa, or it's something that you're still dabbling around in, like a new industry, or like if you're looking to invest in the market. So I believe you're in the right place to talk about this and like to start your journey. And with that being said, like kanina nabanggit ni boss na syempre we want to know more about Bitskwela din. Kasi usually we hear about Bitskwela and what they do, but little like we don't really see the people building it at the backstage, right? So we're happy to have Cams and Vince tonight. So for tonight, we can get to know more about them then. So ayun, for Cams, like kamusta naman with how you are in the market right now? Are you more on the building side or like the investing side?
Yeah, so ever since I've really been on the building side, I think I lie with my strengths there. But of
Yeah.
course, hodler din naman talaga ever since, right? But I'm trying to not be, well, I can't be too involved with the market right now because I'm really busy on the building side. So I let Vince and the rest of the team on that end sa trading. Ay,
Yun. And actually, personally rin, like, well, I'm on the long-term side then, similarly, with almost the same reasons ng crypto. So, we're enjoying muna yung building side, like doing events, like doing like what we want to do for the industry, especially in the coming years. So, long-term and sustainability, like, that's really one of our goals.
yeah.
So, ikaw, Vince, like, kamusta ka naman sa market ngayon? Like, with trading, are you trading right now? Long-term wise, short-term?
Currently, I'm having both sides. So I've been trading for a while actually, but I've also started to accumulate na rin for my long-term packs, I guess. So yeah, currently I'm monitoring two sides of, or I guess two perspectives ng um, investing and trading.
Wow.
Ayun. Yeah. So, kanina kasi, like, we wanna talk about din this. Kasi, kanina may sinishare si boss na video. So, if we can, masashare mo ba yun, boss? For,
Ako?
yeah,
Teka. Or kaya mo bang i-share? Saglit lang hanapin ko lang.
sige. So, it was about, actually, nabanggit ata ni Vince kanina, but, it's like, I mean, it's one of the recent developments or like major happenings in the industry right now. But aside from the charts, kasi um like a lot of people, like it's a market cycle and a lot of people are like could be in like the fear side na hindi pa tumataas yung Bitcoin, like it's still bearish and everything, but ayan, we're going to talk more about it.
Teka, hanapin ko lang kasi it's in TikTok eh. Wait lang. I can't share the whole thing eh. Hindi ko I can't share it unfortunately.
Yeah, but ano na lang
Oo.
siguro, like how about the gist of
Right. So
Yeah.
it was talking about certain funds. Let's say, for example, Deutsche Bank and then BlackRock. All these, let's say, for example, $1 trillion fund or bank or institutions are already getting a license to operate as a crypto or like getting a crypto license, which means parang pwede na sila mag-operate ng ganun, right? Na parang pwede sila I'm not sure if pwede rin maging exchange but parang ganun. Like they're giving a go signal to people like, hey, you know what? Like we're investing into crypto or we're putting funds here. It's like that signal, and especially now, right? Na parang a lot of people are saying na there's so much regulations, there's so much crackdown happening, and so what that does is that yes, okay, US, you're out. If you don't want crypto, no problem. Other countries who are open to these adoptions are doing that. So you get China, you got Deutsche, you got all these other hedge funds giving the go. So parang yun yung gist ng video. Na parang, hey, you know what? Like, despite the bad news that's happening, this is what actually is happening as well on behind the scenes. And so, for me, my response to that is like, oh yeah, this is really just giving you more conviction to add to your bags. And so, ako, ang ginagawa ko, yeah, I'm adding to my positions. I'm also getting heavy into DeFi. Nakikita niyo naman yung ginagawa ko, di ba, sa some of the market updates. Like, you see me having stables and then having crypto, and then every time there's a transaction, yeah, I get a, let's say, a little commission out of that. So kahit na lang siya, na kahit maliit lang, at least it's gonna accumulate over time until magkakaroon tayo ng bull market. Ayun.
So if you guys can check out yung TikTok video na yun, we can share it now. Pero yeah, like I'm pretty sure it's everywhere and a lot of people are creating contents about it. Pero at the same time, like knowing that these stuff are happening sa industry natin ngayon, parang it's been a few months. I mean, di lang a few months, pero sobrang tagal na we've been saying na like, hey guys, this has been the perfect time to build in the industry, and that's exactly what we've been doing here sa GFT, and of course for Bitskwela. And actually, since we guys are both in the like education side of things, we're curious then how about like kayo Vince and Cams? Like how did you guys start like in your crypto journey rin? Kasi syempre like as a builder now, it's a different side of things eh. You guys are sharing or imparting knowledge na to like the Filipinos here, not just in the Philippines but in the whole world, right? So, ayun, paano kayo nag-start sa Web3 and crypto, and like how has been like finding the right resources and education for you guys?
Ladies first, Cams.
Okay, so for me, right, I'll talk on a builder perspective on this one. So essentially, and of course, I'll transition to where I'm at and how I got into investing part. So actually, nagsimula talaga yung journey ko. I think maybe I was like second year in college or something like that. By then, I was
Yeah.
doing a lot of freelancing already. And of course, parang naturally, maraming opportunities, I'd say, like on the Web3 side for freelancers. So that's where I really got into the space of like, I built my connections there. And I was building like websites, apps, and stuff. On for Web3 clients. Well, actually both Web2 and Web3 and
Yeah.
Web5 even. And then by that time as well, sakto kasi si Jiro. You guys know Jiro for sure. um,
Yeah.
kasi parang teammate ko siya sa Babel. So we were both from Ateneo. And we were both from Babel, so we got close there. And then sakto that time, he was really getting into the whole trading phase niya, kumbaga.
Yeah.
And actually at that time, he wasn't even trading Web3 yet. I think for the most part, he was trading stocks lang. And then later on, he got more involved. So isip ko parang, bakit ako, like, lahat ng mga clients, well, hindi lahat, pero may mga clients akong Web3, but I don't hold any of these tokens and whatnot, right? Or even Bitcoin. I wasn't holding Bitcoin and I was already working with Web3 clients that time. So sabi ko parang, I want to get involved, right? I want to understand. And that time, parang sakto, nag-learn na din si Hero on that. So we were kind of doing like group studies together.
For
And-
crypto.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you're right, after that, the rest was history. Let's like, we were just talking na parang, kasi before that then, Jira and I were working already, like, he was doing branding stuff and I was doing like, development
yeah.
stuff on my side. So we were like having the same clients at some time. So we were like, okay, why is it like so complicated to learn about crypto? Well, we're doing group study together and we're like, why not let's make something out of this, right?
Yeah.
That's good. Parang naging inception story siya ng Bitskwela.
Yeah. And actually, that's interesting kasi diba usually, I mean, most of the stories that I hear, like they come from the technical side of things muna. Like Bitcoin, crypto, and before like diving into more like as a builder. So
Yeah.
parang galing lang kasi like it started with like a career in a sense muna before like diving
Balik-
into more like the technical sides of things. Yeah. Pero
Yeah.
kamusta naman yung ano like when it comes to like the learning curve of actually getting a hold of things? Like did it make it easier na parang you had clients first before actually diving into the technical side?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think it's because of the connections and you know how easy it was to just ask around to understand the environment first and the ecosystem first before actually delving into it. Because let's admit, ang daming different tokens, right? So, especially with the newbie, parang hirap to understand. Lalo na like, it's not like stocks na there's a lot more fundamental to it, right?
Yeah.
So being able to get connected to networks, connections, you also get to understand yung quote-unquote fundamental side niya of things, which actually is really helpful din.
Oh.
Yeah.
So would you say, sorry, gusto ko lang mag-add, like, since we're talking about fundamentals, like, do you do meme or shitcoins?
No, actually no.
No,
Although I do a
okay.
lot of memes.
Mhm.
Just memes.
Okay. Just memes, no meme
Not
coins.
coins.
I don't have the courage
Okay.
to meme coin myself.
Right. How about
Yeah.
you, Vince?
Siguro meron.
Ito si
Yeah,
Vince kasi trader to eh. Ano, nagmi-memes ka rin ba or do you do?
yeah. Actually, I both do memes and meme coins. So may fiction before, di ba, nung bull run talaga ng crypto na umuso yung meme coin. So, syempre,
Mhm.
I'd want to experiment and get into that space din.
Ayun. So, ano naman, like, getting to you naman, Vince, since na-share ni Cams yung story niya, like, how did you, like, start and really get a foot of where you are right now? Like, how was learning crypto for you? Especially, like, I mean, crypto is an emerging thing, right? So, if we're gonna look back a few years, parang yung resources and, like, finding, like, the right places to learn more about it, it's pretty difficult talaga, especially finding the right people to hear from it. So, how was it for you?
For me naman, since you heard about Cam's story, she was a builder first before she got into the technicals. Ako, I was technicals first before I got to the builder or writing side. So, I started with learning about stocks nung una kasi I have a blockmate who is now one of my closest friends still who introduced me to the stock market. And that at that time I didn't know that you can earn from the stock market even though online lang siya. Like you could trade with the online broker, you can earn from technical analysis and trading during that time, during those days, in early days pa. I was really learning a lot na from online resources and forums, one of which was Z's blog. So, laking tulong doon sa akin in my technical analysis journey.
Oh, wow.
Really helped me with my fundamentals, I guess, in TA, also in Vesta. So, that's where I really got started on stock trading. And then, after I got the gist of it, after I got to, I guess, trade in the stock market for quite some time, I wanted to share this also with our community at school. So I became one of the mentors in our organizations, yung mga stock or mga investing organizations like Ateneo Meco. And throughout those years, I got to meet Jiro. And then that's where he introduced cryptocurrency to me. So during that time, nung pandemic, talagang we're looking for markets to enter, not just for the PSE kasi nung nagkaroon ng bull run, nagpakita yung mga opportunities like with the US and with cryptocurrencies. So there, na-introduce ni Jiro sa amin na why don't you consider cryptocurrencies? Of course, we didn't know where to start, as we said. Pero he was really kind enough and also generous enough to guide us and to share his resources to us. So nagkaroon din kami ng parang guiding compass in a way that even though we had to learn offline, we had to learn with different resources. He
Yeah.
was able to teach us where to go, and that's what I guess that's our vision now in Bitskwela, that we want to help teach people, we want to help guide people into learning or in the proper way of learning about Web3, cryptocurrencies, and NFTs. And when Jiro, after a few months of meeting Jiro, sabay din kami with Cams na in-introduce niyo yung Bitskwela. So at first, it was a passion project really of our shared interest in financial literacy and also wanting to improve the crypto literacy in our country. So, doon siya nag-start.
Yeah. And actually, ano, no, parang I've been like it's very interesting how teams form, like the builders I meet, the organizations I meet, like it's amazing how like amazing people come together just for this one mission. So especially with the people I work with here in ZFT then and with what we're seeing then with you guys sa Bitskwela. So parang it's a accumulation of like different backgrounds, different talents, different like challenges na napagdaanan nating lahat that we want to help people eventually na sana di na nila mapagdaanan. Right?
I think
So,
that's really it eh. Parang it's the passion for
yeah.
the game, right? Yeah, because like you look at it, you see crypto, you see trading, and you just fall in love with it, and you say, you know what, like, oh, this is such an amazing parang market or the opportunity that it gives you, right? And sometimes, I mean, it's not always about the money because the money just represents something else that we value, right? It could be time, it could be creativity, it could be technology itself, and so just discovering that it's just amazing, and you want to share that to people as well, and have that passion be shared with others. It's the greatest thing ever, I guess.
Yeah. And actually, ano yun eh, parang isa sa mga culture na na-observe ko when it comes to the Web3 industry in general. Like, I've met a lot of people like by career. Like sobrang layo talaga ng pinanggalingan nila. Like, di mo maiisip na how would this relate to crypto and paano sila nakarating doon. Pero sobrang interesting. And actually, like, kunwari si Boss Z, like, I don't think a lot of people heard this story yet, but do you want to share like how did you end up like staying in crypto talaga, or like syempre starting from PSE, and what parang starting in trading, parang how did that become an edge for you, especially when it comes to building ZFT and imparting that to the community?
Oh wow. So I think it just really started about trading stocks. Just the obsession of wanting to win, wanting to learn about this craft. Because I mean, I wasn't a finance graduate. I wasn't something that was good even in numbers, but I understand games. I understood patterns, and I understood that if you go with patterns that win, then you're gonna make money. And siguro when you're starting out, diba, you kind of like want to prove yourself. You want to make sure that you have money to sustain whatever it is that you want. Like at that point, siguro I always tell people, when I started, gusto ko lang magkaroon ng time freedom so that I can play my games. That's it. And I never thought about other things that were worthy or like honorable or what. I just wanted to have free time for myself so that my mom wouldn't say, kaka-computer mo yan. So it's like just that, right? Basic.
Yeah.
But as you progress, as you go along those lines, you experience other things, you meet new people, and you understand parang, oh wow, this is actually, parang reality is much more better than games, I guess I would say. I mean, there are certain parallelism when it comes to that, but like I just would say it's amazing to be able to help other people, especially when it comes to trading. Like it's so amazing as well when you get to share your passion to other people, and then they get you na parang wow, like to share that thing to others, and then see it, let them see it as how you see it. To me, that's really something. I could go on and on, but like baka maubos yung oras natin dito eh. But that's it. That was it. Like stocks, and then crypto, and then NFTs, and then boom, DeFi. Hello.
Yeah, and now we're here.
Now we here.
Yeah. So, ano lang, like, siguro, we can circle back to what we're talking about a while ago, especially with knowing now, nasan, like, your journey, like, with Cams and Vin, especially with Boss Z. Parang, with what we're doing right now, especially building ZFT and Bitskwela, parang, how would you guys say, or like, parang what is it for you, especially for like the beginners out there, like emphasizing on the importance of finding the right educational resources and institutions or like peoples to follow to really get into, especially sobrang diverse, no, kasi we're at an information age, and at the same time sobrang accessible ng information, pero sa sobrang dami it gets hard to filter kung ano
Yes.
ba yung tama, like ano ba talaga yung like legit, or like kung hype lang ba talaga yun, or na-edit na yung information and whatnot. But yeah, if you guys can tell more about it, especially with what you guys have been doing in Bitskwela, Cams, and Vince.
Yeah. Sige, Vince. Parang I don't totally. I think, it's always been a challenge, and it still is. Ayun, hello, Jiro. Diyan pala siya sa comments. Ayan. But yeah, it has been a challenge, and it has always been. And of course, like you said, diba, parang ang dami kasing resources. It's not like we're restricting. I don't want to be that D-bag na sasabihin na, Bitskwela lang yung papakinggan nyo. Like, don't listen to others and stuff like that. Because honestly, there's a lot of resources, and it's just in a click of a button, right? It's just in a Google search and whatnot. You just have to be like really in depth. Really, you should have the time to actually set for yourself, to invest in yourself, to learn about it. Just one thing that siguro Bitskwela is really like, it's part of our philosophy, is to just really be agnostic in terms of the different firing market, trading coins and stuff like that, because we want to make sure that whatever we roll out as content or as educational material is not biased on any one, or not even in parang no bias towards any particular project,
Yeah.
or particular coins and whatnot, right? In that way, we are able to deliver content na transparent talaga sa users namin. And maybe that's doesn't have to be just Bitskwela. If you want to really understand and really look for mga ideal or target na mga educational na platforms, do look for that. If for example, look at their philosophy and understand like who are they affiliated to, just to make sure that it's not biased or skewed to one particular project or one particular coin, or that they're building content just to make gains for themselves in a
Yeah.
different way. Um, but yeah, it's siguro on my side. Vince, yun.
Ayan. Sige, go Vince.
Yeah, on my side naman, since na-share na ni Cams yung Bitskwela's end, I just want to reiterate how important it is to find the right community. Someone shared this to me recently, and it's the three types of individuals who are learning, who are in the learning stage. So first is the well-informed. These are the people who already know what to do, where to go. Next is the uninformed. These are people who don't know about the industry, who know we're just starting out, maybe haven't had the right push to get them started. And then last is the misinformed. And the misinformed is really one of the most difficult stages to be in, because when you're misinformed, you have the wrong information, you have the wrong concepts about something, and it really takes a lot of effort, because to correct a misinformed individual or someone in the misinformed stage, you have to subtract the negative or the misinformed information before you can start with the well-informed information. So it takes the extra effort of bringing you to uninformed, and then it takes the extra effort to bring you to well-informed. And that's what we want to avoid as well in our communities in CFT and Venezuela. We want to bring individuals from the misinformed stage to the well-informed stage. At the same time, we want to encourage the uninformed individuals to become well-informed individuals. And that's what we're trying to change, and that's what we're trying to do. We want to really get people started on the right path as much as possible, and also as quick as possible, so we don't get stuck in that misinformed stage.
Yun. And actually, very interesting yun. Kasi a lot of people usually overlook the community side of things. Kasi, di ba, when they think about crypto Web3, parang, sige, aralin ko lang. It's just charts. It's just information. I just have to study it and everything. Especially, like, as a lone wolf. So, I've also been in the same shoes. Like, sobrang dali to choose to just be a lone wolf. Especially, like, with all the communities online, like, sobrang hirap din mag-distinguish which one is a community for you. Pero, ayun, like, with that being said, like, do you guys have, like, tips on, like, finding the right community for them? Especially, like, as a builder perspective, and especially, like, on that shoes din na alam nyo kung ano yung feeling na nakapag-aral ka ng Web3, like, with, like, a few years back pa. So, ayun, may tips ba kayo, Cams or Vince?
Well, for me, I guess both me and Cams are biased to say join Bitskwela.
Uy, ba't mo ako din nadamay? For me, I guess, sige. Vince, you have anything to add? No? Sige.
Sige, to add lang, I guess first is to know what you're looking for, or know who you are first. So I guess identity starts everything. If you're a builder who's starting from a tech background like Cams, you may want to explore building in the tech space first, learning about blockchain technology, and then finding your community and all of that. On the other hand, if you're in the technical space, or who's starting the technical space like me, who learned about charts first and PA, maybe you want to start learning how to invest first in cryptocurrency and DeFi, and maybe explore some meme coins, right? We'll see. So that's it. You have to find your identity first, but
Yes.
then only then can you start to find your guiding compass or find the right community for you.
Right.
Yeah, I just want to add. Sorry,
Yeah, go ahead. Go Cam.
Yeah, just quick thing to add lang then. I think there's so much value in your closer connects. Parang kasi sometimes we just think na parang, oh, we don't get to learn from people within our own circle, but you never know, right? You can actually if you're starting out and you don't actually know your own community, like your current contacts first, if anyone's into that too. You never know, right? So try to leverage on that. It's easier and it's more reliable to actually get close with your close contact community first, and then moving from that, right? Understand when you're more adept to it na, then grow your community or grow your contacts with your community. Then.
Right. So I wanted to add, since we're talking about identity, because this is something that I teach as well in trading. And I feel like trading or whatever it is na market na papasukin mo is very important that you understand who you are, what is your identity. And I just want to share this thing. Kanina I was like searching for this. It says here, right, that ano ba? Ayan. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. And so I would just like to like reiterate or emphasize that this is very true. Sometimes we think that, hey, you know what, like it worked for that person, it might work for me. It's not always the case. Sometimes you just really have to find, okay, ano ba yung san ba ako may malakas yung san ba malakas yung affinity ko, or like I have such an interest in this topic. I have such an interest in investing versus trading, or vice versa. Or let's say, for example, NFTs. Mas gusto ko yun kasi it's like, it's a mix of everything. Like, dyan yung strength ko. And so, how would you know if you haven't dabbled into that? So, my advice to people who are just starting, especially if you don't know ano ba yung para sa'yo, try mo lahat. Try mo lahat. Wag, hindi naman sa, mag-all-in ka ng pera. Let's say, lagay ka ng 1 million or lagay ka ng kung ano. Iba kasing tao, ganun eh. Like, mataas yung risk appetite nila. They always say na parang, hindi ako matututo kung hindi ako maglagay ng malaking pera. Like, I always say to people, lagay ka lang, kahit konti lang, kahit 5,000, 10,000, something, na parang masasabi mo na, you've dabbled into it. Versus people who just look from a distance, don't really put any money. How would you know if that's for you? How would you know if, baka mamaya para sa'yo talaga yun, di ba? Tapos, just because other people said na, hindi, delikado yan or scam yan, how would you know? Baka mamaya, ikaw pala yung genius dun, no? Tapos, just because you didn't take that opportunity, didn't learn from that experience, you actually lost a lot. So, I really want to like encourage people, find outlets like Bitskwela is here. We are here as well to show you, to introduce you to all of these products that's available to us, whether it's trading, whether it's investing, whether it's NFTs. And when it comes to crypto, there's a whole bunch. It's like, it's I would say it's a wonderland of money. And so parang, we talk about trading. Yes, that's kind of like making it parang black and white. But if you go into the fundamentals of it or the use case, you go and deep dive how you can use these instruments, it's just going to blow your mind. Like, just go and discover, guys. Like, who knows? Baka mamaya ikaw pala yung genius dun sa bagay na yun. So, try until you find, ito pala yun.
Yeah. Ayun. And actually, sakto, like, especially with aligning with what we want to do, how we want to help people. I think this is the best time to share the news to everyone. So, if you guys haven't heard from the Twitter space the other day, we are launching a course in collaboration with TFT and Bitskwela. So, if boss, you can share the website handle.
Yeah, so this is the website. We've collaborated with Bitskwela to create these modules to help you in your journey. And so there's, for example, I'm just going to go here. This is fundamental analysis versus technical analysis in cryptocurrencies. So we were able to create this with our team and with Bitskwela, putting it into the platform. It's going to teach you like really the parang kumbaga kinondense na namin para sa inyo para maintindihan nyo in a very simple way. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of technicals, but it's not going to be something na sobrang hirap intindihin. So it's just kind of like a, 5-minute, probably 10 minutes, and then you try to absorb it. This is something that I would say, if you're starting out, go for it. So we're talking about basics from if you want to do, we have videos over here as well. You can watch that on your time. We also have another one here. I'm going to share yung risk management in trading investing. Because you know what, guys? People might think, next time ko na aralin yan or what. I tell you, understand risk management because it's very important. When I started out in trading, sana ito yung pinaka-nauna kong naintindihan para hindi talaga ako, hindi ako na-depress
Nasunog.
doon sa mga losses ko. Yeah, kasi meron ng proper risk management. So, it's very important. Like, you gotta understand ano yung pinasok mo, paano mo siya, papasukan ng maayos. And then, syempre, paano mo i-risk yung pera mo para hindi kayo, let's say, for example, nagkamali man kayo dun sa decision yun. Kasi you're still learning eh. Of course, there's gonna be mistakes. It's not gonna be like 100% you're gonna get it right off the bat. Hindi ganun eh. And so, this is gonna teach you itong mga modules na to. Paano ba yung tamang risk management? Ano ba yung idea na yan? If this is your first time learning it, it's normal, guys. Wala naman to sa school eh, di ba? Like, hopefully, magiging mainstream to sa school. But we're always trying to let you be aware of these things para hindi kayo masunog katulad nung nasunog kami. So, kung masusunog kayo, at least konti lang, right? Hindi yung katulad ng sunog na tutong talaga yung abot namin eh. So, here are free courses that you can do. We can drop the links below so that you can check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, ayun. So how about kayo, Kams? Like, do you guys want to share anything about this collaboration on the Bitskwela side naman?
Yeah, definitely. So, like they said, right, everything is there. Honestly, super dali nakakausap sila ZFT din. So, kudos to you guys. And of course, we'd love if you guys can collaborate with us on more. Of course, yung baka mag-comment kayo sa lahat ng nanonood. If you guys can comment what else or what's next that you want us to talk about in the platform, right? And whatever stuff you want to learn more about, just let us know. And we'll definitely put that into the pipeline. But yeah, like Z said, everything is there, definitely. And there's a lot to take just from the basics alone. Yeah, Vince, you have anything else?
Yeah, I guess most have been said already. I guess I can just add or share. When we were still building the course, I was really learning a lot again and parang nag-throwback sa akin when we were collaborating yung mga concepts and on trading and technical analysis, risk management na tinuturo ng CFP. So a lot of our modules really have content that is inspired from ZFT as well. So if you guys want to check out, if you guys want to explore trading and investing, this is where you can start as well firsthand.
Ayun. And sakto, like, what if they want to learn or like they want to immerse more about crypto or like Web3 in general? So, do you guys have upcoming events that they can come to, especially if wala sila sa Metro Manila, and how could they join your community rin sa Bitskwela?
Yan, ayos, Nix. Parang na-develop mo na yung ano. Actually, in fact, we do have an upcoming event. It's called Bull or Bear, just literally from what you would say bullish or bearish, right? It's a Web3 debate, and we're having our next leg. So we already had one in BGC, we had one in Davao, we had one in La Union, and we had a couple more events in online and as well as in Mandaluyong. But now we're actually moving towards the Queen City of the South sa Cebu. So yung mga Cebuano dyan or yung mga interested mag-travel to Cebu this time, do catch us, right? We'll have our next event on July 15, and that's gonna be our Bull or Bear Cebu leg. So that's gonna be the grand debate. And it's gonna be in Ayala Mall Central Block. So, mall show na po tayo ngayon.
Let's go.
Yeah, and then if you guys also, if you're flying into Cebu, we are also partnered with PAL, and we're actually giving away discounts and discount coupon codes. So you guys can really travel to Cebu with ease. So do catch that right in our website. So I think na flash na din yung website there. Yeah, Vince, anything else?
Yeah, so to add lang din ulit, nakompleto na namin with our Bull or Bear debate, nakompleto na namin yung 3 places or yung 3 areas in the Philippines. So on Visayas, Mindanao, we've been to Davao, we've been to La Union, and right now, going na tayo sa Visayas with Cebu. So if you guys want to catch us in Cebu for our final, or I guess one of our biggest events this year, see you there.
Ayun. So, how about for ZFT naman, Boss Z? Like, what are the things or like the upcoming events that we have? Like sobrang
Right.
sobrang dami.
Right. So earlier we posted our free event earlier. That's gonna be on Sunday. So it's going to be held here in Ortigas. Unfortunately, parang full na yata kanina, di
Yeah,
ba?
full na.
So yeah. So for those na abang na lang kayo sa page namin. We're gonna be having more of these free events. Although yung space namin maliit lang we're renting the space. Don't worry. Punta lang kayo. We'll teach you. So you can hang out as well with ZFT people if you want to talk about kasi other people kind of like just do that. We want to make sure that it's really personal. So sometimes pag may nahuli kayong mentor, pwede nyo salohin. Pero syempre like share nyo rin kasi baka mamaya maraming insights yun but these are like community events that we wanna really give to people for free. Na parang, hey, you know what? Just get into the space because there's so much to be learned. And it's like for me kasi I always tell people na, hey, you know what? Like it's like there's a cloud of opportunity right there. We must take this cloud. Like, come on, guys. Nakikita na natin. So sayang naman kung nandyan na yung opportunity tapos hindi mo pag-renab, di ba? So we have that event. Don't worry for those of you who missed it. We're gonna have more, and then we also have our upcoming Rift event, which is gonna be happening by the end of July. So White Spaces Manila. So the link is here already. So register there. We're gonna have may mga packages yan but like hang out with us, guys. We're gonna make this fun. We're gonna make sure that you are gonna learn a lot as well when it comes to trading, crypto, anything that is crypto. If you have questions as well, like kung kinakabahan kayo, where to start, especially ngayon, ang daming scams. Sobrang nakakatawa na parang I think nag-share din ako kagabi na may nag-PM sa akin na scam page, ZFT. Nag-offer sa akin ng platform nila. I'm like, oh man, sobrang nag-hard work tayo dito mga builders, pati scammers nag-hard work din sila. But yeah, like we want to make sure that everyone's safe and you want to know how to fight this as well and not be trapped. So we're going to be talking about all of those stuff, NFTs, crypto, trading, investing, all of that stuff in Rift Manila. So register.
Ayun. And lastly, like if you guys want to join the community for free, our community Trading Republic is also open. So just follow the link. Makakapasok na kayo, follow the instructions, and you're inside our community na here for ZFT.
Yes.
So, ayun. Before we wrap this up, and end the night, any last words from you guys of Bitskwela, Vince and Cam, especially like for those people pa na starting in their journey and especially like trying to figure out pa to find like the right education platforms and like resources for their journey.
Vince, you wanna start?
I'll start on this time. So for me lang, don't be scared or don't be hesitant to reach out. Like Cam's mentioned and everyone mentioned here in the call, we're always open to teaching you guys and we're always happy to lend a hand. So that's a culture also that we see in Web3 when we started. Everyone's really wanting to help or everyone's willing to contribute and help guide you in your first few steps towards Web3. So feel free to reach us out.
Yeah.
For me naman, I mean, whether it's with ZFT, right, or with Bitskwela, just look for the right platform for you. It's not cookie cutter. It's not like a one fit all, right? So just look for the communities. It could be a mix of both. It could be a mix of everything else. Just don't feel free to always just message us, Kamini Vince, Nix, and Z for sure. We're always just here to, apply and give you guys tips if you guys need or connections if you guys need that, right? So just feel free to send us a message. For Bitskwela's end, right? Super open kami, as in madali kaming kausap na mga people. I know the website, it has all the content. If kung gusto nyo na i-read namin like a children's book sa inyo yung content namin, just feel free to message us. We'd love to do that as well for you guys. And tropa lang talaga. That's the culture we're trying to build here in Bitskwela, right? to be as close as possible with the people that we work with and the people that the users that we have, right? So yeah, but first and foremost, thank you. Last na lang pala. Thank you so much, ZFP, Znix, for having us today. I know we've been partners for so long already. Baka sa kayo sa mukha namin. But it's always a pleasure to have you guys on board. I think we all resonate with the same values and the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
So always happy to partner up with you guys.
Ayan. How about you, boss? Any last words?
Dapat ikaw naman yung tatanungin ko next. How about you? Kanina pa tayo magkasama eh. Like, so go.
Yeah, so wala, buong day kami magkasama ni boss. But yeah, I mean for me, like the builders are here already. I mean, it's just up to you kung saan ka pupunta or kung sino yung pipiliin mong builders. So yeah, resources are there and everyone, I mean, it's part of the Web3 culture and the people are really just helpful in general and we just really want to make it and everyone just like believes in the same future or in the same goal. But yeah, yun, we're here to help and of course, I want to emphasize dun sa sinabi ni Vince kanina na finding the right community as well that would help your education is very, 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 very vital for your
Yes.
journey. And how personally coming from a community builder perspective, like I've seen a lot of communities thrive and fail at the same time. So I do hope makahanap kayo ng community na that will be there for you throughout your journey. So ayun, ikaw boss, gusto mo na
Sige.
mag-share?
Yes, again. So I'm gonna write about this earlier so that people who aren't available now would be able to hear about it as well, and maybe I can process it better. But here's the thing that I want to share with everyone. I mean, we in the industry, medyo matagal na kami, and we're seeing that, hey, you know what? There's an opportunity looming. I'm saying this always, like parang sirang plaka na ako na nagsasabi. There's already an opportunity out there, whether it's building a product or making money, which is a lot of us are here for. And so I really just want to say something na shinare din sa akin ng isang founder, isang builder. Sabi niya, if you're building, parang ano na, if you're building, if you're still building in the bull market, you're already too late. Guys, right now we're in a planting season. The maximum opportunity might have passed, but we're still at that window of opportunity where maximum opportunity can be made. And so I encourage everyone, learn a lot. Learn while you still can, because when the time comes na nag-bull market to and everybody's shouting on top of their lungs, buy this, buy that, you're already too late. And by that time, since alam niyo na kung ano ginagawa ninyo, you're gonna cash out with millions and millions. So, build with us.
Ayun.
And invest. Go!
Ayun, and I think that perfectly ends our session tonight on that note. And thank you guys, Bitskwela team, for being here tonight. It's our pleasure as well to have you guys on board. And ayun, so for our viewers tonight, go start your crypto journey. Just start, and we're just here if you need help. Just send us a message, and yeah, we're gonna build together. So ayun lang guys, see you on our events. Sobrang daming events in the coming months, and I hope to see you around in the space then. In our communities, Bitskwela, ZFT, or generally in the Web3 industry, we're always happy to onboard new people sa space. So ayun lang guys, thank you so much and see you around.